intentions and distractions. Yeah, my intention for the call is go through the agenda that Ivy prepared. It's awesome, and I had anything to add. And yeah, I don't have any distraction. Maybe a bit of cold because we removed the heat because summer is coming. But yeah, all good. Pass it to Juan.
Well, my intention is to start this week with the right foot and enjoy your company, and also I understand that we have to update the gravity audit. So I am open for that, and to continue with the points of the agenda, and I don't have any distractions. How about you, Ivy?
I think it's my turn. So I listed a lot of intentions in the agenda. So you can see that some of here, I just want to go through the agenda with you and talk about them. And my distraction is just the fan because it's hot here also, but the AC makes more noise than the electric fan, so I'm just using the electric fan. My distraction is just my hair going to my face, and that's it. So let's begin, Zap.
Let's start with this document. April, new month. Okay, what is this? Our Windows. Are you going to do legal and transparency, right, Ivy? That's okay. Yes. I didn't speak with Israel, but after this call, I'm just sending him a DM, so maybe he can send some updates on the bot progress. But for the moment, we just keep doing it this way. Okay. Next point, praise attendance. I was thinking, but the thing is, I'm not sure about if the bot can recognize people in the... I have no idea. Like, I don't know if the bot can recognize like people joining or leaving the meeting. And maybe it's something like SourceCred can do, but I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure. Hello, Bardo. We're doing the transparency call. Happy to help with you with any question you have. If you want to introduce yourself or... Okay. Regarding the bot, I have no idea. I don't know if you want to know something about adding a voting here for the price. Like when people is joining this meeting, instead of being asking this price to Juan, Seb, and Ivy for being in the transparency call, like, do you have any idea if a bot can do that?
I am really bad at programming, so I think I am not the person to ask. But I think it's a great idea if we can implement the bot just to record, and maybe the praise can be done after the recording is done. Sometimes when I miss someone when I'm praising, I just go up and see the video of that call. So maybe that could be done by watching the video. But I am super supportive of the idea of a bot to help you guys. I think it's amazing.
I also think like if human gives the praise, it feels more natural, right? And it's not that tough. It's just like you end the call and then you just do it while you're in the other call.
What I actually meant here, if a bot can do it, if a bot can't dish the praises, of course. It's like, is it possible to have like they will react with an emoji before they go into the call, and then when they react with an emoji, it will be recorded to a spreadsheet, like who attended those calls. I mean, at least we will have a list of the attendance, but when every time they, but I don't know if it might be annoying for others if they always have to click something before they join a meeting. So that's only one thing that I'm worried about. But yeah, that's what I meant with the bot here. I mean, just to, if they can just react with an emoji and it will go to a spreadsheet, at least we will have a list, and then we will dish the praises ourselves. I don't know if it's possible, or who's the right person to talk to explore our options.
I feel like this thing is possible, but yeah, I feel like we've been pretty good. Like just like for example, normally when, I mean, maybe we're not doing it on transparency, but like almost all the meetings, what people is doing is, for example, they have the agenda and they have this attendance. Maybe we also have it, but yeah. And then what people do, then they write in here. They just say Juan.
But the thing is, every time I used to check this list in the Thursday calls, but I noticed that for the past few months, or for the past weeks, several weeks, nobody is writing down their names anymore. So I always have to check the list at this on your video. I mean, if I'm not on the call, I won't see everybody who's there. So I skip, and then checking the list here in the video of the names of the handles. So that's how I get the attendance. But yeah, another thing that we can do is because there's a facilitator and there's a moderator in every meeting, right? So maybe if the person doesn't write down their name, maybe the moderator can do it, like list down the names. I mean, yeah, just to help the facilitator. If nobody's doing it, at least we can assign it to the moderator to type the names or the handles of people attending the call.
Yeah, normally the moderator is Juan. Are you able to do that? Juan or?
Yeah, I am the moderator normally for the community calls and for the stewards calls. But I highly like recommend that everyone, and in every working group there is also a moderator, even though that it's not me. So I think it would be a good practice to start talking about this, to to make more like a commitment on the moderators, because like I know that there are some calls that have moderators, but other calls don't have moderators. At least I am sure that the Gravity working group doesn't have a moderator besides like during the call. So that would be a lot of help, because sometimes it's difficult for me to list the names of the people attending to the call while I am like preparing the topics of the agenda, or talking about other things. So yeah, I think it's a great idea to delegate this responsibility to the moderator of the call.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, feel free to add me as moderator on Gravity Call if you want. I could help there. Okay,
so what we would need would be a list of the moderators of each call, so that the moderator of each call after the call has to like submit the list of the attendees.
Hello, Edu. Yeah, we were just talking about the issue like for the price attendance, and Ivy was having some trouble sometimes, especially on the community call, because yeah, she have to watch the recording because we are not adding the names anymore on the price attendance, and I think that's a practice we could have. And we were just discussing like maybe the moderator of the call would be like the responsible one for doing that.
I see. Hello, everyone. I see. Okay, yeah. I mean, it makes sense. Like, do you think like how often the moderator makes sense on the call? Like how often is it actually being used? Just wondering.
I mean, yeah, the community is pretty chill, and there is no trolls and stuff. So the moderator role is like pretty meh, but yeah, it's still good to have, and especially to help the facilitator when, for example, especially we're talking especially for the attendance of the meetings, just to get everyone praised. And yeah, don't lose anyone. And it's normally more easy for someone. For example, if you are leading a culture outreach call, and meanwhile you're doing the call, maybe it's annoying to you to be writing people who's entering the call, who's maybe someone entered like 5 minutes after we started, and yeah, the moderator could just help there and just add the names, and especially the community call, since there is super crowded, I was having some trouble to lead the praise.
I actually also remember that in our call protocols that Juan created in this document, that in calls with more than 3 participants, a moderator is required. That's what I remember. So I don't know if, because I don't usually attend the other calls, but I know for sure that for transparency call and legal call and the community calls, community call, there is a moderator. For transparency, it's me, and then for the legal call, I think it was Yusef who Santi asked to moderate, right? And then for the community call, it was Juan. But I don't know about the other calls if there is a moderator. But yeah, I remember the protocols that Juan created before, that a moderator is needed in calls with more than 3, I think, participants.
Yeah, I think for some people, there is a moderator needed at some point because there's a lot of people that comes there. Yeah, I think it's more of a dynamic that we should adapt and incorporate it rather than maybe having a moderator or the person who records who records the videos and stuff. It's about having always a two-tack team. One leads the call, the other one records. Like it's more about rather than moderators to always be conscious that if there is exactly more than 3 or 4 people in the call, or even if there is not more than 3 people, you still need to have someone recording. So for me, it's always like being conscious of who is your tag team, and just having it on the agenda for the call, like just people to be aware. Because if you are leading a call and then someone, for example, it happens in the hatch outreach session that is the both AMAs. In both AMAs, if someone is leading, usually someone, or in the community call, someone reach you out personally, and there is no way to handle, like you can do it, but it's, if you're leading, it's complicated. So for me, it's always to mention who is a two-tack team at the beginning of the call, in a way to like make it clear that do not interrupt or do not write to the leading one. You can write to the moderator, for example.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So
yeah, I think that maybe we can add that, or with the next stewards call, to encourage the stewards that don't have like this tag team, to like have like a clear definition of which are going to be the responsibles for this, because also I see the importance of the for this attendance, but also like the thing that I do the most regarding to moderation in calls is to mute mics. So it's also good to have someone like is attentive of that while maybe you are explaining something and you're not looking at the everyone.
yeah, that's true. So I mean, maybe to close this, like, how do you guys want to approach this price after the attendance? What I was thinking when I told them like I could do it is like, my initial idea is like, just for, especially those calls like stewards that nobody is giving praise normally, like just, I don't know, I just write it and yeah. But if anyone have a better solution or want to add something, but yeah, that was my initial idea. Just like the call is ending, then I'll just write it and it's much second. It's not a big deal for me.
Yeah, but the thing is, what if what I was thinking is more like a long-term plan, because right now we're recording the calls, right? But eventually we will have a bot doing the recording, and there might be calls where you and I can't attend the call, and we will not be able to dish praises right after the call because the bot is recording that. So I was thinking that if we're not around, who would do it? So I was thinking of maybe delegate this task to a moderator, since a moderator is always present also in every call. So there's the someone facilitating the call, and there's the moderator, and there's the recorder. But if there will be a bot recording the calls, you and I won't be there sometimes, right? So I was saying that in the long term, maybe this praising the attendees should be assigned to someone who is also always present in the call.
Not necessarily someone who is always present. It's just someone in the call. Like at the beginning, you can just check like if Damian didn't enter or Ivy didn't enter or and there is other people that are probably less strange. It's just like I think it's a nice way also to engage. It's just like if there is someone else in the call that is from the TEC, just say like hey privately, just hey do you wanna can you give the praise after the call like or just mention it in the call because sometimes there won't be anyone or there will be you two won't be here or the moderator had to take a leave and she couldn't or he couldn't enter. So what do you do? So for me it's more about just bring it up and pick someone or talk to someone in the call who can do the praise after the call. It's not about the figure of who does it. It's just to make sure that you have that consciousness that someone has to do it.
Yeah, I totally agree with you.
Yeah, but I also think that as we have like promoted this moderator role and we like haven't given so many tasks to them, it would be good if the moderator of each call is the responsible of taking the screenshot of the attendees and sending that screenshot maybe to the facilitator of the call.
Instead of screenshot, I really like more when we write. But let's say, for example, we take a screenshot and Edu joins after, but he's contributing to the call. And yeah, since we didn't took on this, like just to make sure like everyone gets praise. Like that's my biggest concern. Instead of a screenshot, I really like how people was doing it in the beginning, like Libby, Jess, like they were just writing the names and then giving the praise. The thing is like the only thing that changed is like we are not doing it anymore, and yeah, it was helping. It was helping, and I think the best idea is just to keep doing it.
Yeah, I agree. The thing for me about processes that are sort of regular is that the processes needed to be with the less steps possible to make it easier for people to do it. So for me, making a screenshot and then send it to the moderator, it's creating a steps that in the time that it takes you to do that, you could do it yourself. Like you could make the praise yourself. So it's about thinking on how these processes can be put in a way that it's simpler and it's just like step one, make a list. Step two, go to Discord and paste that list and praise. It's like that's it. You don't have to do anything else. It's not. It doesn't matter if you have a slow computer, a fast computer. It doesn't matter anything. It's just a simple thing. Yeah, and I think it's simpler.
Okay, I think we can move to the. Oh, sorry.
Just one last thing on that. So would it be good if the moderator is the one that is in charge of praising the assistance of the call, of just the assistance? Okay.
Yeah, I think we can tell that to Tam and discuss it on the Stuart's call But yeah, I really like that idea that having like the moderator role, like we were saying before, is like not a big deal, and yeah, it's just 3 typos, and yeah, we can do it. Okay, moving to the next point. Suggestions to promote transparency, sharing the recording of calls of each working group. Yeah, we probably talked about this, but didn't follow through. Share the TC Weekly Things video recording on Twitter and on Discord general channel. Yeah, I think we can do that. Like as soon as the video is uploaded, you just paste it on the working group team. So yeah, everyone get notice and get some notifications. The thing is, would it make sense like the one who's recording it is the responsible for pasting it on the channel? And when we have the bot, well, it's the team who has to do it, right?
Not the recorder, but as soon as it's up on our YouTube channel, we will share the link of the YouTube channel of the YouTube video to this the working group channel. So it's gonna be the transparency working group responsibility to do that, since you and I are the only ones uploading videos on YouTube.
Well, why he's also doing it? But yeah, he's like super busy. I wouldn't disturb him. I can't just paste it. Like I do it for him. Yeah.
For me, it's like the same thinking of the processes. How can you be optimized? It's if like for me, it's thinking about who makes it has to see that it ends. Like who starts this process, like doing the video, who records it has to finish it. Like if it's the record, you paste it, you distribute it, you make sure that the other person that the video is visible for the people who need it to be visible in a way, which in this case is a working group who you recorded. So for me, it's about this view of, okay, this process needs to be finished by the same person who started. I don't know who does that in every call, but like I think it's easier. It's probably tedious because you have to wait the video to upload, blah blah blah, and so on. But yeah, I mean, I don't think there is no way around that.
Yeah, I agree. And normally what we're doing is like we do the full process. For example, Ivy is recording now the transparency call, then she upload it to YouTube at the description, blah blah blah, and then she also do that thing, that the posting on the channel. Yeah, that's what we're normally doing.
Yeah, I think there is we mentioned this in a comms calls a few months ago about also starting not now because now it's a little bit maybe irrelevant, but to start acknowledging people who are in the calls. This is an extra step, but like for example, if the call has something that is relevant for Hatch outreach group, it's like, oh, also send it to that person. Or if in the calls there is 5 people from Honey from I forgot the name, whatever, you know what I mean. If there's from one hive, there's some from one hive, and you post it on Twitter, then post the hand, like tag them on Twitter or tag them on the call. Like it's a way to acknowledge also it's a way extra step, because if you don't have them on Twitter, you have to look for them and so on. But I think that once we start launching and having the hatch properly, it will be nice to have this little curation of content in a way that we will get more visibility. Since you are uploading the video on YouTube, it's just like getting the names and so on. I don't know. It's just an idea.
Yeah, I really like the idea, and it would get the community more engaged. Like the only thing that concerns me a bit is like what you were saying. Like, yeah, it's tough to find the names. Yeah, I know Ivy is doing it. She's a hero. But yeah, how do you do it, Ivy? Like when to find all the handles, Discords. Yeah,
there is a good side of it, which is that we have I think you have access to it, Ivy, the trusted seed list. Basically in the trusted seed list on the TC Curate, there is the handlers of everyone. So it's basically it's a control F Excel sheet look for to see for the names, and yes, it's an extra step. But it's just like I feel that eventually a lot of content of these calls gets lost because it just people doesn't even know that this call exists. So once you tag them, they can like be aware of consciousness that it's uploaded to YouTube actually.
Yeah, I think that's super cool.
Yeah, and another, yeah, so we can start doing it, Zap, since we're the ones who are uploading the videos. And the other idea is to share the Thursday calls on Twitter. So I think it can encourage more engagement. Also, like, but what do you think? Or will it be too much to share it every week? Because in Common Stack we do it every 2 weeks. Because it's like the CS it's like our sprint review calls, but in TEC we do a weekly call. So I'm thinking if it won't would it be too much to share it every week? Because, yeah. So like I want to know your feedback.
I think it would be nice to at least just share the praise part. Like I would love to have just like a happy video, small video that just say like praise, like just having the praise section, because that's something that a lot of people out of this community doesn't know that we do. So I will like actually have that. By the way, someone who edited the video where Griff mentioned about the April Fool Day, and it got cut. Like I was looking for that video to show around, and someone cut the part where Griff mentioned that he was pranked on April Fool. It was really funny, and I wanted to make a meme out of it, but I couldn't.
Oh yeah, it was me. I didn't record it like this part, and then I cut it off. It's me. I'm the bad guy.
WG.
So because we don't have a separate recording of only the praises, Eduardo. We usually upload the whole meeting, the whole call on YouTube. So I was wondering if it's okay to share this video every week on Twitter and the Discord channel.
Yeah, I feel it makes sense. And I also think like another fun way to get engaged with the community and working on that, and I probably would like to work on that. It's like creating videos like Edu was saying, making memes, and share it on Twitter. Like I don't know, like let's say best Griff moments or stuff like that. Like when Griff have these moments, like he's super inspired. Those moments are super cool. Or I don't know, like same with Jake or anyone. Like when we see fun stuff, like we just share it. I see a role happening here.
Yeah, but I think we can discuss it with the comms team if they agree with that. But for me, the main purpose of sharing the community calls on Twitter is for transparency, since it's one way of informing the community about what we're doing in this calls, and not everybody can join the call. So I was thinking that it's one way to show them how transparent we are, just to be more transparent with what's happening. So yeah, that's just an idea to share the calls every week.
Yeah, I support it.
Okay. And yeah, maybe I can discuss it with the comms team also, because we will have a meeting later, so I'll mention it to them if you agree.
What about Elon part? Do you like this idea, or like just sharing the community meetings every week? Do you think it's too much, or do you like the idea?
Are you asking me? Sorry, I was not.
Like this idea of sharing the community call video every week. Do you think it's too much, or do you like the idea for transparency purposes?
I mean, just by a little bit of common sense, if we share every working group every week, why wouldn't we do it for the community call? I feel it's like the community call for us is one of the main spots to engage with people. So that should be one of our highlights. Like if I will ever edit a video, will be the community video. Like if I will ever like add memes or like whatever thing funny happened, I will spotlight that because it's a very nice video.
Yeah, but normally for the working groups thing, we are just going to post it on Discord, not on Twitter. And for this call is like posting it on Twitter. And yeah, going back to the thing, like, do you think it would be too much posting it every week on Twitter, or do you like the idea?
It depends, because one thing is that you just post a link, and one thing is that you say like, "Hey, hi, this week, the working group is Transparency Working Group got a praise because their Medium post was public here. If you want to see what was the rest of the work that they did, look at this video at second towel or whatever. It's like if you added a reason to watch it or a content to watch it, people will watch it. But if you just paste the link, it won't make sense.
Yeah, I agree on that. Like the tweets have to be worked, like not just share like this link and this is our community call. Like I really like the idea of making up a bit. Yeah, I totally agree with you. Okay. Next point. Oh, sorry, my screen is not sharing anymore. Okay, next point. Audit. Can we put the advice process spreadsheet link in the? Oh, I need to get that back. But yeah, I'll do it. Ivy.
Here
I
is
just
just
need. Yeah, sorry.
because right now you can't find the audits in just one post in forum or one section in the forum, and maybe it's too much to create a section just for it, only for the audit. So I was thinking just to put the link of this tracking sheet in the transparency page. So if anybody comes looking for the audits, we can just put the spreadsheet here, and then in this spreadsheet, I was thinking of adding the link of the audits also in this spreadsheet. That's why I was asking for it last week from you. Like add the link of the forum post.
Quick question: Why like you wanna add the audits to the forum, right? That's what you wanna do.
The audits are already in the forum, but it's everywhere. It's like in the links are just in the advice process, and in the advice process section you will see a lot of other posts. So I was thinking, what if someone wants to check only the audits, they want to see the audits in just one page, like to make it clean and easy to look for. So I was thinking of adding this spreadsheet link in the forum or in our transparency working group page, and then they can just go to this spreadsheet, and the links of the forum of the audit in the forum would be already here in just one place, just to gather them in one place, so people can easily look for them.
Yeah, we have this document. Like Libby is doing this for the thesis of Gov decision tracking, and she told me like, yeah, we just create another sheet here, and I need to update params and legal because they already went through advice process. And my idea is just like like having the working groups here, and then I just paste the color of the like you link it to the forum post, and then yeah, the only thing is like I just like since it was yellow, I just to make it more visual. You have like yellow here, and then through the time you can see like if it's getting better, worse, or then you see some progress of the working groups. Like, I mean, it's pretty basic. I just put round one and like all the working groups round one, and then after 3 months round two, and yeah, and so on go on. And I think I just yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
Can you show me how it's presented on the forum, the audits?
Yeah. For example, this is the transparency one, and like the idea of the audit, since for example on Hatcher or Rich, you are the one who's giving the score. and we want like the community mutual monitor each other. Like that's why it's so important to go through the forum. Because like if someone is not agree with what you're saying on your audit, then a community member can just go here, comment, reply, or anything, and hey Edu, I'm not agree with that. I like just get some community feedback. But like, normally what is happening, like we already posted 3 audits, and there is no comments normally because people are saying what they honestly think, and I just feel like there is no engagement. But I still think it's important to have it there because for mutual monitoring purposes.
Quick question: why is in the proposal forum and not in feedback and questions?
Sorry, can you repeat?
Why is it on the forum? I see, like, if I'm not wrong, I'm seeing that it is on the advice process in the proposal section of the forum. Why is it there and not in, for example, feedback and questions if you want people to actually engage? Like, this is like, I'm trying to understand the audit. Why is it a proposal? Like, will this audit be moved to the platform when we launch? Exactly. Like, it's more of a you want feedback from the community rather than a proposal from the community or for the community. So for me, it's like I'm trying to understand. Just answering what Ivy mentioned. Yes, you can put it in a single. You can put it in a single post, all the audits, and then you can pin it to the forum. I can do that if you don't have permits. I can pin to the forum, so it will always remain on top, and people will always be able to look at it and search for that single page where you have all the audits. So through time, if you go, for example, for me, the subforum of feedback and questions, if everyone goes there and see that everyone is accountable because you have the audits put there on a pin post, I think it's like really nice because it's very transparent in a way. Like before you have questions, before you have doubts, this is our report from all these working groups. So yeah, just as suggested.
Yeah, I really like that feedback, Edu. And we should talk about this with Libby because, normally we were using that advice process, but it's true, like this is on the proposals and it makes no sense. But we're using it even when we did the vote and also for the legal vote. No, maybe not.
Yeah, I'm just because if as more proposals will come to the forum, this can bring a certain level of confusion to them.
Yeah, I'm totally agree. And we should discuss it on Softcop because I have no idea where to post it. Like what you say is cool, but we should make like a community, we should agree with the whole community. And I totally agree. Like, this is not a proposal, that's for sure. Yeah, thank you so much, Edu, for that. I just tell, really information. But maybe on Softcop we can discuss something.
So it can go to either to another section, a separate section for the audits, or it can go to the feedback and questions section, right? Okay, yeah, that's better than putting them in the advice process because it makes sense because it's not a proposal, so it shouldn't be there.
Yeah, and what we're gonna say, Juanca?
That it would be good also to make visible the link of the checklist of the transparency audit, but without any content, so that the stewards of the group can like open it and like start filling it with time.
Yeah, we really have this document. Like what we normally. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
That was the original plan, right? But what our problem with that is if we just let them if we have one document and everybody's using the same document, it will be a mess. So we prefer giving different documents for each working group, and we label them on the title so they won't be what do you call it, overwriting the checklist, the original checklist.
I do have a proposal for you guys regarding the audit. If it happens every 3 months and you have issues, people that have issues, people actually seeing this, I will suggest that at the beginning in the agendas of the working groups, you add the audit so people from the working group can see it first. Secondly, that when you have this list of working groups with their own audits, you keep posting on the same post the next audits, and then you basically ask the steward of that working group to post the audits there themselves rather than you doing it. Like to like if they are the ones who put the number to it, like make them in a way make it public also, and to make it like not necessarily your work posting it, but they keep the track of themselves in a way, and the working group keeping track of themselves in a way, if it is possible. Like to keep in the same. If I go in a year to the Hatch Outreach Working Group, I would like to see all the audits in the same post. So one after the other, so I can see the development of people commenting, of people saying like, "Hey, Eduardo, you didn't actually do this month." Like having this process of feedback constant in the same transparent space. So yeah, that's my suggestion for that.
I have one concern. Like, I mean, I see it coming like sharing the last audit, but if you want to see the historic, I feel it would make more sense just to go here, and yeah, you have all the links in here. And having the last audit, I think that'd be cool. But I feel like having all of them would be too much.
No.
Yeah,
Sorry, not all of them, just the latest one. I mean, all of them in the single post of the forum. Like if you did like in the forum where you post the latest one for Hatch Outreach in 3 months, there post again the new one rather than posting in a new post. You know what I mean? So you have an archive of all the audits in the same post for each working group. And there is something like I will do I mean, it's not my job. Like it's not my place to say, but like in every working group in the agenda, I would love to have like top link of manifesto and top link of audit. So both things are like mutual accountables, and every time you have a call and you share the agenda, you are sharing your manifesto and you are sharing also your audit. So it's transparent.
and that thing that you say made me remember one thing I wanted to talk with Ivy. And the thing, like, if we do this way, like we do one post and then we keep making like the oldest one on the bottom. Then when you have, let's say, 100 things posts and a lot of comments and blah blah blah, then it's going to be very hard to reach like the latest one. I mean, ideally, like the latest one would be on top and the others would be down. And what I wanted to talk with you, Ivy, was the same. Like on the data sheet, like every time I'm scrolling all the time to the bottom, and I don't know if we can change it and make it like the latest videos are on top. Maybe we could do a work session to make it together and prepare that document, and then we just add cells and like on top we have the latest videos. And I also did it with the with the list of YouTube, the how you call it in English, the playlist. We had like the first video on top, but yeah, Tam was telling like it's better to have like that latest video on top. So yeah, it's more updated.
Sometimes the default view doesn't allow you to change it. In the forum, you can change it. I mean, it's possible to change what is the order of the posts or what is the order of the view. So yeah, it is possible at least in the forum to change that.
Awesome. Yeah, then let's do it. Like, let's make it on the like you're saying. Like, and if we can make it like the oldest posts are on bottom, I think that's a fantastic idea, and we will have more track. I love this idea.
I need to leave you guys because my lunch is here. So Bye-bye.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining, Edu.
You're
You
welcome.
provide a lot of awesome feedback. Thank you so much.
Provecho.
Gracias.
Okay, yeah, sorry. The last message is to pin message on our channel. Yeah, I think we can do that. And we can do that the same day we do when we prepare the data sheet, we can also do that. And I think it would be super beneficial. So yeah, documentation doesn't get lost. After updating my computer, if I don't have you sharing those documents with me, I don't know how to find it. So yeah, I think that's a good idea. And yeah, I would like to ask you, Chui, if you had the chance to talk with Israel or something about the bot, if there is any update, or I was just about to DM him, but since he's your friend, maybe you know something.
He just got back to me last night. He apologized because he had a busy weekend, and he told me that he was reading about it, but he had like too much on his plate. And since someone else, I can remember, uh, from One Hive, I think it was Vivi or someone like that. They kind of like picked up on it, and he has some experience with bots, so I told him it was just fine, that I was gonna follow through with Vivi. I just can't find it. Like I can remember where he wrote it down.
He sent some suggestions, but he also sent only for voice recording. So maybe if Israel won't have time to do it, maybe we can reach out to Bye Bye Veeb and maybe he can help.
We could probably do, and also Israel told me that for video it needs a little bit more tweaking because of permissions. But probably, I mean, if Israel could find a way, I'm pretty sure Vivi can also do it. But yeah, audio is the easy part. Audio, I think it's on the other
Yeah.
side, but video is gonna be a little bit more tricky. But it's possible from what I hear from Israel.
Yeah, when we have had that idea also with the bot, with Sam, we were looking, and yeah, we found two bots that record audio that they are already deployed. So the only thing you need to do is click and do it. But the thing is, like, we really need the video because it's important for the content. Like,
Yeah, I'll talk to Vivi to see if we can figure it out. And while we get there, if you need another volunteer for recording meetings, I'm down. I mean, I'm attending most of the meetings, so yeah, I could probably help you guys picking up on that. Just send me the software that you're using, and I can take care
yeah,
of it.
awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, we're using OBS. I just send you the link now. Wait a second.
Oh, I do
Uh,
have OBS, but is OBS is the one that shows recording in the small like
oh
screen.
no, that's just Streamlabs.
Okay.
I mean, you can also do it with OBS, but then you need to record with Streamlabs or yeah, it's
I
like
have both. Yeah.
virtual camera.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sharing it with you, and I could also teach you. We can just gather 20 minutes, and it's pretty fast.
Do you think, Zep, we can do another session and invite volunteers together with Shui? Maybe we can schedule one session and yeah, just let me know when so we can put it in the calendar and we can announce and invite people to join.
Wait. Oh, yeah, I had my mic open. Yeah. I mean, since we have work sessions this week, maybe next week would make more sense for me. Or let me check the calendar. I mean, I feel like it's like super. I mean, it depends how much people would join, but I mean, if it's only two who have to join, I would just teach him and do it easy and fast. But yeah, I like the idea of more people joining, but I don't know, like it's not happening. So since Drew is offering, yeah, just teach him, and yeah, I mean, I could just after this call, if he have time, I could just teach him, and it's super easy and fast.
Actually, I have a one-on-one with Juanca after this
Okay.
call, but I have experience with Streamlabs and OBS, so I guess it's not gonna take that long. And regarding more volunteers, I mean, I'm just optimistic in the video bot. So
yeah, me too. I'm going all the way with the bot. I feel like that's what the thing we want, and like my biggest concern on the transparency, like having more volunteers, was not because I mean I have the time and I enjoy the call, so I mean for me it's not a big deal. But the thing is, like my biggest concern is like I would like if you're doing a DAO, you want that the transparency be decentralized, not centralized on one deal doing, that's my biggest concern. But for the other things, like, yeah, and when you have the bot, is the communities typing, go record, go stop recording, and like, that's the best solution. I really love that idea.
Yeah, I'm gonna figure it out today. I'll ask Ivy to see if he can take over. And worst case scenario, I'll just negotiate something with Israel to see like if he could give us like an hour, maybe two, but Ivy we will find a way. Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, and otherwise, I mean, it's super. I really still like this thing of make it like on Discord, because like I was talking with Sam and he was telling like installing the bot on my computer and then my computer doing all the things. Yeah, it would be like super fast and easy, but still not solve the problem. It's still my computer doing the things. So yeah, I mean, I don't fully like it, but yeah, I mean, if we can make like do it on Discord and then the community is saying record, typing record and type, yeah, and it's community doing it, and then it goes to YouTube, that would be fantastic. I think that's the best solution. Yeah, I think.
Because
yeah, sorry.
Israel, I think so. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. So cool. Yeah, I mean, and if it happens, like not this sprint, next one, it's okay. It doesn't matter that much how much it takes, as long as it's done. And I mean, ideally before Hatch, but yeah, that would be super cool. Yeah, and I don't know, we're on the top of the hour since TC meetings are ending 5 minutes earlier. I don't know if someone wants to add something, otherwise we could just call it. Okay, thank you so much, guys, for joining. See you around.
Thanks, guys.